Welcome back. All right, let's just dive right into today's explainer, where we're breaking down astrologer Sayeda Khanam Bukhari's May 2026 roadmap, specifically for Libras. Now, if you follow astrology at all, you already know that planetary shifts can trigger some pretty intense periods of change. But according to the source material we're looking at today, May 2026 is shaping up to be an absolutely pivotal, game-changing month for Libras. We're going to map out exactly what the stars are demanding of you right now. We'll look at the specific choices you have to make, the hidden pitfalls to dodge, and some really profound spiritual shifts that are headed your way. So get ready, because this month, it's all about you finally taking the wheel of your own destiny.
So, right off the bat, we're hit with this massive question. Are you gonna choose your own happiness, or are you just gonna keep living up to everyone else's expectations? This right here is the absolute core tension of the month. Libras, listen. By your very nature, you are naturally wired for peace, for harmony, for making sure everyone around you is totally balanced and happy. It's just who you are. But the source material is super clear about this. The planetary alignments in May are purposefully going to throw you into situations where keeping the peace is simply no longer an option. You're going to face this really intense struggle between your natural urge to please everybody and the unavoidable urgent need to finally start prioritizing your own inner voice. So here is our quick roadmap for how we're breaking this down today. First up, we'll cover that big theme, test or reward. Then we'll move into career and finances, followed by finding balance in love and relationships. After that, we'll dive deep into health and spiritual awakening, and we'll wrap the whole thing up with your specific lucky dates and spirituality.
Okay, let's jump straight into section 1, Libra. Is this going to be a test or a reward?
You are literally standing at the ultimate crossroads this month. On one side, you have the test. This is where you fall back into those old, comfortable habits of sacrificing what you want just to keep the people around you happy. And the source warns that if you take that route, May is going to turn into a really harsh lesson. But on the flip side, you have the reward. If you can actually tune in, listen to your inner voice, and trust your own self-worth, the month transforms into this massive, beautiful reward. Sudden changes are coming that will clear up confusion you've been dealing with for a long time. And, honestly, these changes are designed to make you emotionally and mentally strong enough to shape your own future.
Moving right along to section 2, let's talk about your career and financial matters.
Professionally speaking, things are actually looking fantastic. You're going to see this huge spike in your creativity and your natural diplomacy. Your ability to really deal with people is going to be highly noticeable. For a lot of Libras, this translates directly to new job opportunities, maybe a promotion, or even landing some major new projects. But, and this is a big but, with all this incredible growth comes a lot more competition. You literally cannot afford to be indecisive right now. Absolute clarity is required. If you're confused or making wishy-washy decisions at work this month, it could actively drag down all that amazing progress. Now, while your career is definitely on the upswing, there is a pretty stark warning when it comes to your money. Financially, things are improving, especially if you've been grinding away and putting in the hard work over the last few months. However, the source material explicitly warns against unnecessary luxury spending. If you give in to that urge to splurge right now, it will absolutely bring back old money problems that you totally thought were in the rearview mirror. You've got to handle your finances with strict wisdom right now. Just be patient, and it will bring you some serious success in the months ahead. Okay, shifting gears a bit. Section 3 is all about the balance in love and relationships.
So Libras are basically looking at two very distinct scenarios here. If you are already in a relationship, be prepared, because old misunderstandings are likely going to resurface, and they're going to be tough to resolve if you aren't completely honest and openly communicative. But the absolute biggest takeaway here is that the planets are demanding that you stop being the only one making sacrifices. A two-sided compromise is strictly required now. No more doing all the heavy lifting yourself. Now, for the singles watching, this month could bring a brand new love, or, and this is interesting, an old flame might suddenly pop back into your life. But the source throws a caution flag here. Just because someone comes back doesn't mean they're right for you. You really have to use both your heart and your mind. And we also have to address the family dynamics, because there could be some friction there too. You might find yourself really wanting to assert your independence and stand firm on your decisions, which naturally could create some tension at home. The source notes that the only way you're going to find balance in these relationships is through mutual respect. So clearly voicing your feelings, rather than just staying quiet and letting resentment build up, is literally the only way to stop massive misunderstandings from totally blowing out of proportion.
Which brings us nicely into section 4, health and spiritual awakening.
The explainer describes this really profound, deep shift happening inside you. You're entering a period of true spiritual awakening. You're going to have this newfound awareness of life. And honestly, you might even feel moments where you're just kind of detached from the rest of the world. And the crazy part, the source says this is highly beneficial. Embracing a little solitude is exactly how you're going to find the answers to your biggest questions. So whatever you do, please don't ignore your gut intuition or your dreams this month. True, unshakable strength is going to come from finding that inner peace. Because once you're strong on the inside, all those messy external problems, they're going to start looking incredibly small. But here's the catch. Because your emotional and spiritual states are shifting so much, your mental stress could seriously take a toll on your physical body. If you just try to push your emotions down and suppress them, the source warns it could quite literally manifest as insomnia, deep fatigue, or even physical back pain. You have to prioritize your body right now. Give your mind some rest, eat a balanced diet, drink a lot more water, and try to get some light daily exercise in. If you can actually follow these steps and quiet your mind, your physical body is going to catch up and you'll find yourself feeling super energetic and balanced by the time we hit the end of May. Finally, we've arrived at section 5. Let's get into the actionable stuff, lucky dates and spirituality. You're definitely going to want to jot these dates down. Your specific power dates for May 2026 are the 8th, 14th, 19th, 23rd, and 29th. If you've got a major decision to make, whether it's about your career, your love life, or even if you're just kicking off a new project, try your best to align it with one of these days. Plus, to help keep your energy positive and balanced all month long, the source suggests weaving the colors pink, light blue, and white into your daily wardrobe. 11. I want you to focus on the number 11. For Libras this month, the source highly recommends reciting Surah Nur. Making it a habit to read it at least once after your daily Fajr and Isha prayers is said to bring immense light, peace, and real direction to your mind. But if you hit a point where you're feeling completely overwhelmed with mental confusion or deep anxiety, the text specifically advises reciting Surah Nur continuously 11 times and really making a sincere prayer for yourself to find profound clarity and resolution. To build even more of a spiritual shield around your energy, making a habit of giving sadaqah or regular charity is highly advised to help ward off any unexpected difficulties. Frequently reciting Durood Sharif will also help smooth out the issues going on around you. But above everything else, the core message is to maintain complete trust in the divine. The source really emphasizes that staying positive and keeping that strong spiritual connection is what will naturally calm the more chaotic elements of your month. As we wrap things up today, I really want you to let this quote sink in. Success is not achieved by keeping others happy, but by recognizing your own worth. Honestly, if there's one single takeaway you remember from May 2026, let it be this. If you spend the month making choices purely to keep other people happy, you are going to end up regretting it. Your fate right now relies 100% on your own self-respect and your own wisdom. You've got to listen to both your heart and your mind. So the stars are essentially handing you the keys right now, offering you this massive opportunity for growth. But the one condition, you have to actually believe in yourself. Will you step up and take control of your destiny this May? It's time to stop the people-pleasing, lean into the profound wisdom of your own intuition, and boldly carve out your own path forward. The choice is entirely yours. Are you going to settle for a painful test or claim a beautiful reward? Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I can't wait to dive into our next topic with you very soon.